It's not us, is it?
Was that really,
I changed.
was that really a question?
Hey guys, listen, technical difficulties are part of this whole thing. I've seen it. You ever watch like a news broadcast and somebody spelt the word wrong on the thing that's scrolling, and you're like, "Oops, they're fired."
What? Oh, there was something, I'm sorry, not to bring light to this, and it was something I believe involving a child or a minor that they were posting something. I won't even put out the broadcast, but and they ran it until that whole next thing, and T's just sitting there going, hello, hello, hello. Where's somebody?
Yeah.
Somebody's supposed to be fixing this.
I can
This
have
is
that
not
job.
right.
If I want to come out of retirement, I can get that
I'm
job.
going, New York. Oh,
Anyway, so what were you saying, Sean, before we were so rudely interrupted?
Just talking about me checking my blood sugar levels.
Right,
and
right.
It was just so
Right.
you guys out there in this land understand. It's like you check your blood sugar under 100 is really good.
Yeah. 150
300.
is like at the thing.
I was at 300.
That's twice the thing.
no,
Yeah.
you hit 1,000.
No.
I put you in the bullets.
Yeah. And so did you check it once you got home?
No, the new machine I got, the little pricker and the thing.
Oh, a little
they sent me,
pricker.
I don't know what the fuck you called it. Oops.
Oh,
Video edit.
that.
it didn't work?
This little thing
Uh-huh.
is different for this
Oh.
little thing.
Well, all
So I
you gotta
gotta-
do is still put the thing in the thing and just pop your little self and stick stuff. You know how it is. You've been out in the woods.
We'll be home shortly, and we have another pricker, okay?
Or go.
We'll
I have
get
one.
you.
I have one. I
That's
have one
what
you
I'm
can
saying.
use.
We
I
have-
have one you can use.
We have another pricker for you.
No, this
No.
is serious business. We're making jokes about this business. No joke. 'Cause you can go into a diabetic coma and that's
No, it's
and that's no
got to
fun.
be taken care of.
Well, the thing is, like, I haven't had any chocolate in almost 10 days.
Wow.
He didn't get up and eat his
Withdrawals.
cereal.
You're having withdrawals.
He didn't
Yeah.
get up and have his cereal this morning.
Mm.
He's working on it. He's working through
All
it.
right. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Your health is the most important thing.
Yep.
That part.
Important thing. Again, I want to get back to what we were talking about because this is something that's really new and near and dear to my heart right now. Chrissy's going to be, and we'll get Chrissy to do hers first. But over the last few months, so many people have passed away as a result of overdosing. And so we got to put a face on this thing, you see, because the majority of the time, okay, we love it. We've asked, we had the before and afters, right? Where you see the people that were whatever on meth, whatever on, and they're at their bottom, and then they show themselves later, and the before and after. For some people, there's only an after now, or only a before. However that works.
Well,
You know,
Yeah,
and so
they're
we
going
want
to
to
the afterlife.
we want to picture them. We want a picture of them, huh?
I said they're just going to the afterlife. It's like, here they were at their worst, and now they're dead. You know. And it's
Like final.
the unfortunate part is that you can have the before pictures, and then you see them at their worst, and then you don't get that after picture. Maybe you get one from them in the hospital when they're ventilated, or you get one of the balloons going up from their celebration of life because their family can afford the funeral because they weren't supposed to go now. Daily. Daily. Stop.
last year I was in the hospital so many times, it all just kind of went into one big long visit. And I didn't mind being there so much because the nursing staff, they were very attractive and very attentive, etc. And kept bringing me ice cream and stuff like that.
Is well taken care of.
I still wish that I wish the coronavirus never happened, but I wish I could reach out. I just want to give them all a hug, you know. and I wish I could go bring them, you know, some coffee, whatever else, and say, hey, look, here's a small gesture. I just want to say thank you, you know.
You've been-
Yeah, because you were a handful back then. I mean, you were not in your right mind, like you're ever in your right mind, but you were like so far out of it at that point that yes, I
Duck.
agree. Yeah, they
My
deserve.
hallucinations were beyond real.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Well,
I mean, I
and you've
couldn't-
been.
I
Sorry.
couldn't tell the difference between reality and my
Yeah.
hallucinations.
Well, I mean, and you know, we talk about that all the time about the movie in your mind because that is, I mean, this brain has that capacity to do that, to create vivid, like, you know, color cinematic images.
And his were beyond that. His were beyond crazy.
Yeah, mine they were out there, you know.
Yeah.
But I think that same point, just as you can come back like from addiction, how it was after you got out of the hospital and you could recognize like, ooh, I shouldn't have treated him like that. It's kind of like when you burn so many bridges, and well, some maybe you needed to, but coming out of addiction, when you look at going, ooh, maybe I need to go tell these people I'm sorry. And Sean had mentioned afterwards, he's like, and this maybe right before COVID, could we go take them pizzas, or could we go take them something? Like he wanted, well, maybe he just wanted to go say hi to them, but he wanted to thank
That
them
was
as
part
well.
of
He wanted to thank them as well. But he was in that mentality to where he could appreciate it. So it's the same of recovery, like that wellness. Like he was coming into to understand, like, hey, okay.
Well, I get very, very cranky when I'm hungry. It said that I need to be assisted with my food. So their idea of assistance toward the end was they just ordered my food tray for me. But I lost my vision and I couldn't feel my fingers. So
That's tough.
like I couldn't tell the top. If they gave me a soda can, I could feel that it was a can, but I couldn't tell which side was up or down to even open it. And I rang the nurse station for assistance. I'm like, look, I need assistance. They're like, look, we're really busy. We gave you assistance. We bought you your food. I'm like, I can't open it. Half an hour goes by, they didn't come, and I just threw the can of soda down the hallway.
And took
And they
off your
came in and
clothes.
they said, you can't do that. And I grabbed my Jell-O and I threw it down the hallway. I said, looks like I could do that just fine. And then I got discharged from the hospital. They said, no, you're good enough to be this way. You're good enough to go home. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
So then they called us.
And we're gonna put some tape in some places that you're not gonna like get that hold off of.
Ooh, that was
A
maybe
tit for a tat.
that was maybe your payback. That may have been your karma right there.
Yeah, that was payback.
It was. Hey, guys, listen. If nobody's told you they love you today, would you put Sean back up?
Ooh, we love you.
Don? If no, and all of us, if nobody's told you that they love you today, let us three be, and Don back there, we'll get a camera on Don here soon, but let us be the first three to say that we love you.
Tyler, come here.
And yeah, kind of put
come
your
to-
head.
We are out here. We are struggling struggling these days. Hi.
Yeah,
My
hi,
brother-
love you. Love you. See, and that's from like a young kind heart that hasn't been so damaged and whatever, and got all these all the crap that's surrounding it. It's just like, it's kind of like an agape love. It's a love that's like, you know, it's not mushy. It's not like lust. It's not like any of those things. It's just that, you
It's
know,
care. It's hardcore care to
it's
love.
people, and we love people, and you know, and the beautiful thing about love, it should be like a currency, right? Because the more love you give, the more love you get.
Oh, that's good.
The more love you give, the more love you get. And then that's like a really good thing, because I would really like for you to try that with your finances. Just give it all away.
Speak for yourself. About all this.
Just give, and see how much you get back. Sometimes it works there too. But in this particular thing, and so yeah, And listen, and we want you guys to have this. I keep telling y'all, if you go back and you, like on Saturday, this Saturday coming up, you get bored and you need to do like a recovery room marathon. Just go to the Recovery Room SRQ on our YouTube page, and you can see this whole transformation to this point that this young lady right here is behind us, and this is this young lady's little baby girl, and there's a new relationship being formed, and so all this stuff is happening right in front of your eyes, and especially over the last year. I gotta see. I get the memories. I'm fortunate. I get the memories. They send you those memories on Facebook. If Facebook is good for anything, it's that. They send you those memories. And there was one that was a year ago, and we're in the room that Kyla's in now, in the middle room, and there's nothing in it. We just put a table in there and put up something, and you know, you can see like some junk on behind us, and Sean sitting on his walker, and not with much to say, but was on that way to wanting to be involved, which was like very, very cool. It's like, I don't have much to say, but I want to be involved.
All right, I have to give it to him. That was, you had left town, and I decided I was going to step up and do the show that first day.
You guys did a show.
And I sat down, and within minutes, I started bawling my eyes out. And Sean came behind me on his chair, and then afterwards he told me, he goes, honey, I had to come save you. You broke down from the get-go. Thank you, Sean. Yes.
You start, you're like, hi, I'm Christy.
It was that bad. Yes, sir. It went like that.
I look like
So there is such a thing though as a recovery room marathon, as I said, on our YouTube page, which is the Recovery Room SRQ. You can go there, search it on YouTube, and there's lots and lots and lots of shows, and you can go there and you can see, you know, some days it looks like this and some days it looks like that.
And if you, it goes through, honestly, meth addiction, heroin addiction, the MAT program. I mean, you look at all stages of recovery and these months.
Hey, Auntie, you calling to be on my show?
She hates this. No.
She said yes. Yeah, I think you really just want to be on.
She does.
I will. Love you.
She sets her alarm for that. She goes, I want the world to hear my voice.
3 times a week.
That's awesome.
I got called terror.
And
No.
that's my mama. That's my mama's sister. She is like my mama these days, you know. 'Cause, you know, the thing about it is that people pass away. Some from natural causes, some from illnesses. But it's almost ridiculous for someone to pass away based on a gamble.
Russian roulette.
You know, based on a gamble that, you know, I am invincible and I can take another shot. You know what I mean?
This quarter of the bag, this isn't the same as like, well, I'm not going to do this whole bag this time. I'm going to do half of it. Because maybe I got a little spacey last time I did the rest. So let me decrease. But this is not the same bag. And it's
Right.
not...
And none of the people that you're getting it from are chemists or pharmacists by any stretch of the imagination.
And
They are not even, most of them are not even CNAs.
They're very far from. But I was going to say, especially now, just even people that I used to unfortunately deal with, I see working, doing their thing, and I'm scared for the people messing with them because I can imagine what it is now. I mean, it was the same crap that put me in the hospital for the 10 days that I couldn't account for, that now they're mixing with what?
Yeah.
It hadn't gotten any better. I can guarantee you that. And it's still out there. And It's not getting any better.
No, it's
Get
getting
away,
way
run.
worse. It's getting way
Oh,
worse.
Scary.
Not
Like,
that it's not getting better. It's getting
I was
way
literally,
worse.
I was watching out the window, watching this circumstance go down, and I'm going, oh my gosh. Oof, I can't imagine what's in it right now. I mean, I'm, oof,
Well, I'll tell you, there's bug spray, there's match heads, there's, let me think, there's battery
Drano,
acid,
some Drano.
baby laxative. You know, what is it? What would you like to have in it? Because that's what's in it. You know, and you see, and you talk about a group of people that have no respect for persons, no respect for human life. You know, they could care less whether this stuff kills you because it's all about the dollar. But hey, guess what? What Chrissy just said earlier, I gotta give a warning out to my former brothers. You know, these days if you're selling some stuff that kills somebody, you're getting a charge.
They now have raised it to
And
come out
if
first
you're the
degree
one
murder.
that drove the car for them to go do it, you're
Accessory.
going down too.
You're darn
Charged
right.
Murder.
Yeah.
And
Charged for murder.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know with what I went through, the reaction on, T wanted, that's when he said, these people should be accountable for this.
Yeah.
And then when they were talking about this lady that they actually had to interfere with the sting, and because she had actually put that many people down, like knowingly handing it to somebody going, you need to cut this. This is to whatever.
Yeah.
You knew what was going on, and especially at this point, after how many deaths we've had.
And you can get it on the dark web.
But the whole point is, this is just one person. This is just one person related to over 12 deaths.
Yeah.
And this is
do the
just
math,
one
right?
dealer. This is just one dealer in one
She
little
ain't the only
neighborhood.
one that got that product.
In one little neighborhood. So,
Yeah.
it's scary. All users need to assume that what they're buying is tainted with fentanyl, and that's
Yeah.
of course.
And you know what? But that's for everybody. That's for casual cocaine users. That is for people who are buying pills on the street. Because guess what, people?
Your
They got
pills
pill
are-
pressers.
your pills
They
are-
got pill pressers, and they can make a pill look like it's legit, and it's pressed, and it's got fentanyl and whoever else is rat poison in it or whatever it is. But it's just not safe. All you casual cocaine users out there, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to have a 101. Well, guess what? It can also be a one and done
And
because it's being cut with the same stuff. I don't know how you cut cocaine with fentanyl because, I mean, it's like a speedball, I guess, but it's a
Well,
speedball to hell.
they're up in the acetone and then no sleep and stuff in it. They're adding instead of like back in the day when you used to cut. Disclaimer. I'm not promoting or drug talking, so let me stop. Back in the day when you used to use certain deals to do so, these days they're not using those items. They're using more toxic items and cutting them harder and putting them out the same.
Had a little conversation with baby girl today about loving oneself. It is the biggest thing that you can possibly do. And the reality is that this whole stigma that's attached to addiction, forget about that, because there was something, I wanted to be something. What was that song? Remember that song?
Oh.
Someone that I used to know. I want that person to be someone that everybody used to know. Okay, and forget about what people think about you, because what people say and think about you is none of your doggone business. And don't put yourself down.
Heard that.
Don't make sure that you don't think that you're inadequate, because like I got to do our favorite quote. It says, our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. And I want to just pause right there. It is our light, not our darkness. This is not our little creepy things that we do. It is our light. It is the things that we are, the things that we are capable of as human beings. For all y'all people who just say, well, I'm only human. Somebody should smack you right in the mouth as soon as you say that. Okay, but it is our light, because there's so much that we can do, but we'd rather just, you gotta get up and do it. We'd rather just sit around and sit back and do the bare minimum that we can do, but we got this brain that's capable of doing anything, and this is what we got to get to. So I want to stretch you a little bit. But anyway, we ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightening about shrinking so that people around you won't feel inferior. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously let others do the same, give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And you see, the beautiful part about this whole experience that Don Dean has created here is that you can go back and copy that and paste it and put it on your wall or something, or go to Google and find it, because I want this to kind of be your mantra. I want you to just kind of understand this, because you know it's gonna come a time when T-Bone ain't gonna be here to tell you. There's gonna come a time, whether I just decide to go off to Tahiti.
Oh, I thought we were going to Tasmania.
Oh, wait a minute, Tanzania.
Oh, that's
Tanzania.
Pastor Scott's there.
Yeah,
that way.
Everybody go meet Pastor Scott in Tanzania.
Allegedly nothing. We're not going anywhere.
I might not be here to tell you, but I want it to be said that I did tell you. You know, you can't run up on me and say, well, how come you ain't tell me?
You left me stuck. No.
What is the cop of the day? That's it. That's it. Enough from unconsciousness.
Wake up.
Wake up, people.
I saw a baby, he had on a onesie, and he said, I like my naps, or I may take naps, but I'm always woke. Take your naps, rest your mind, but always be woke. Stay in your right direction.
Or as Sean would say, woker.
Woker.
What the hell are you talking about?
Woker.
This comes from a man who couldn't spell Chrissy's last name an hour ago.
Yeah. How you spell it?
Well, you didn't know it.
Yeah. No, we were talking about the
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Woke
it's still not a Yeah.
Yeah.
We
But
can
speaking of
warrior, Judy
reminds
said.
me of hungry What happens on Tuesdays tomorrow?
Food
Food.
85
people.
boxes coming
Oh,
out.
85 boxes tomorrow.
This farmer and Sean, here you go.
And unfortunately, this is our last week, and that's a sad thing, but it is not at all, because we have fed so many people, and it's been a blessing. And so something else, we got to figure out something else, because now it's a part of our life. But tomorrow we'll have 85 boxes, and that's 25 pounds a piece. Somebody do that math. 85 times, let's see, 80 times 2, that's 100, that's 1,060. And then times 1,064.
And then after that, we do have, on Sundays, the church does have a dry food like bag pickup. If you want to reach out, and
That's the Church of Hope.
Church of Hope, that they will have them there. I know Baptist, as well as Baptist right here on 41 is doing.
We're gonna find some
We're
food.
gonna post them all.
We'll figure it out.
And,
oh yeah, they do. The Soto Mall.
And
Soto
there you
Mall,
go,
yeah.
On
Soto
Tuesday.
Mall.
That starts at 11:30.
11:30 on Tuesday, the Soto Mall. They're giving food, and I mean it's important right now, because you know you got people who are starving, and you know it's amazing to me that they came back. The government, what do they call those people? The Congress came back to try to deal with the postal thing, saying the hell with y'all starving out there. I don't understand this, people.
I set your mail up to
Because
get you
they
some
want to
bills.
get Trump out, they want to get their man in, then assassinate him, and then you got, what's her face, in Pawlowski, whatever freaking name
Pelosi,
is.
whatever. I can't say that. Was somebody was? And let me stop.
No,
I'm
don't
not
go there. I
even
know
go
where you're
there.
going with that. Don't go there. I know where you're going.
None
Don't-
of them. Let me tell you something. I don't want to see none of these. I want to see some new people. I want some new people. Let's go to this next 4 years, and then after this next 4 years, we're going to wipe out all the McConnells and all those kind of people, and we're going to get some new people that look good, at least on television.
Oh, okay. I was going to add that maybe at some point we get some benefits and some bills passed, but yes, they'll look good on television.
It's a benefit for me not to look at the TV and go, ooh.
Oh, no.
I know I can change the channel.
When those other few came up on the stage the other day, I said, I could deal with looking at them, but these other ones got to go. I can't do it no more.
give me a
Ooh,
break.
that shirt last night, what the heck was she wearing? Sorry, I'm not trying to be
But
judgmental,
you know what?
but
Let me say this about all that. If you guys, if there's some people out there that you guys are performers, or you guys are self-employed, or whatever, you got like a gig that you don't really do a lot of taxes and so forth, I encourage you to go on to floridajobs.org and just check.
you might,
Just check and see if there's some benefits for you that you might have to jump through some hoops. You might have to fill out a whole bunch of stuff. But there's some money floating around out there for you. And I've been remiss in my duties of telling you guys about this.
so that if they go
Because
on-
for a long time, they had the paper ballots and people lined up and all that. But they finally got the system down.
so now there's not that whole backup, and so even for your music for performers and
Yeah.
just that
Uber
that
drivers, whatever it is you did. If you were working and you lost some money as a result, don't miss that opportunity.
even if you can claim a gig at one location, you have that was your income that now you're not receiving. That is a possible. Hey, check it out.
And until September 5th, which is really right around the corner, they've waived all the requirements for all the job search, all that kind of stuff, guys. There's some money sitting out there from you. And so maybe if nothing else, if I can do anything else for you today, let me encourage you to go on the website and file a claim. See what's going on. Okay, so the people are going to call it socialism. Well, at this point, I am a socialist if that's what it is. Because if there's somebody that's hungry and there's some money for them that they can feed their family, and it's because it's socialist, then dag nap it. We're going to be socialists for a little while, because when we give out that food tomorrow, the people that come and get that food are so grateful that I can't even begin to tell you.
That's. I was just about to say. I'm not too much into the understanding socialism. This, that. All I know is that there are hungry babies, and there are people that need to be fed, and the gratitude that are in people's eyes, especially the ones that have showed up here specifically for that. You have some just passing through, and you have some that have gotten the notification to actually come here because they're in need, and that appreciation is just what else can you do? Like it's
Viva
gratifying.
Corona. I'm gonna say it again. Viva Corona. And the only reason I say Viva Corona is because it's like if it's the Corona, it's gonna be the thing that gets us to stand up and do what's right to our fellow man, then Viva Corona. I'm sorry about the 100 and some odd thousand people that have died. It's unfortunate. But guess what, guys? 100% of us are going to die. That's 10 out of 10. It's going to happen. And you could be riding down the street having a good old time, and by now it's over. You can get the corona, you can get whatever, But
right now you can have isolation, depression, mental illness, and overdoses, and it's all taking out everybody.
So guys,
Awesome.
what movie was that? What was that? Clint Eastwood? get busy living, or you can either get busy living or you can get busy dying. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up on Google it. The greatest line ever, though. Which one you gonna do? You know, because you guys that are out there testing the fentanyl market, you're getting busy dying quicker. You're expediting it. Who am I to say? I don't know. You know, all I know is that there's a few of us that have been chosen to do this thing that get over it, and they get to get their lives back, and they get to get their stuff back, and some stuff that you don't want back, but those things that you missed along the way, you get to get those back, and then you get the opportunity to live a life that you can discover some other things that you didn't even know were really what you really love doing.
Once you've leveled up, you realize what that next level is. You realize, oh, it's kind of nice up here. I don't want to go back there. That mediocre, that back step, I don't want to go back.
Wake up today to be mediocre.
No. And I don't want to wake up tomorrow to be mediocre. And I know tomorrow is going to be better than today.
You know.
Every
Ain't that
day.
right, Minister?
Speaking of better days, I know that the sponsors would love to have this thing.
And coming to you from the recovery room,
The recovery
Minister
room
Sean.
is brought to you by
Minister Sean
the
and
website that's dedicated to connecting our armed forces and first responders to businesses that appreciate their valor. For more information, go to POWarriors.com or call 336-501-0017. PO Warriors, protecting our warriors that protect us.
Hammock Haven. Spice up your next event with the Hammock Haven experience. To find out more, go to thehammockhaven.com or call 941-201-5226. The Hammock Haven. Chillax a minute.
Step back and chillax a minute. It's gonna take a minute.
Yeah, maybe that's tomorrow's
Step
topic.
back and chillax a minute.
Tomorrow's
It's
topic is
literally-
gonna be chill.
Woo.
Look.
tired. I'm tired.
Look,
That's
Sean's
good.
chillaxing. Sean's chillaxing over there. Hey guys, it is always an absolute gas to come here and spend this time and try to reach out and find one or two people that give a crap either way. If you want to do something good for somebody, just go and do it.
Call somebody.
Yeah, call
If
somebody
you're thinking
that
about
you've been
somebody,
thinking
call
about
somebody.
calling. Remind me to call my auntie.
No, yeah. See, he's got to call somebody. We all have our work to do. Every day is a day. You got work to do too.
Somebody need to call Duty.
Judy,
It says Facebook Live out again.
No, it's
Donald,
not.
don't,
you see it? You see it? Sean?
Donald
Yeah,
Duck.
she's playing with the hair right now. I'm looking
Everything,
at it.
everybody's here.
All right. Well,
All right.
so on this note, if we're still running right now with this 2 minutes,
Yeah,
All
yeah,
Face
yeah.
Food Bank website has drive-through sites on their calendar about every day in their area or in our area. Along with that, we now have DeSoto food on Tuesdays that I'm going to gather their information and get that up there as well. Thank you, Judy, for sharing that, and I'm going to get these to post so that I can keep on the page so we have the information. And Church of Hope as well has the dry food we know right now as far as Sundays, and we'll be here on Tuesday this week with 85 boxes. So please
85 boxes. Take us out,
come-
Pastor Sean.
There you go.
Minister
Just
Sean.
want
your
to tell everybody
announcements.
out there that we love you guys. And we're tired of crying or losing you guys. So just stop the madness. I'm tired of hearing Chrissy cry all the time. And I'm like, what happened? Like I lost another one. In the old days, it'd be, oh, lost an earring, that's why she's crying. No, now, nope, lost another friend, lost another friend. We're tired of it, guys. If you need someone to drive you to a place, to Centerstone or wherever, give us a shout out. Myself or T or Chris, we'll load you in a vehicle ourselves and drive you there if that's what you need. But you guys need to stop.
That's a beautiful point, Sean. Thank you for bringing that out.
Love you guys.
And it's that time.
Peace.
Peace out.
So it is.
You sailed away and left me with nothing to say. You already knew I would come searching anyway. So I sailed across the sea to see if you were there waiting for me. But you were not. So I sailed back with a broken heart. I waited till 3 to see if you would come looking for me. But you did not. So I fell asleep with a broken heart.